Paul Williams is one of those tasked with trying to predict it. He's a meteorologist with Accuweather. He's tracking Matthew's path as we speak. He's joining us now from the U.S. state of Pennsylvania. What's it look like?
First of all, Matthew has not let up in strength. As you take a look, winds at about 140 miles per hour, the latest location at 20.1 north and 74.3 west, and it's continued to move towards the north at about 9 miles per hour. Matthew is not only a problem because of the impact that it's having and hitting those certain areas direct, but I want you to think of a hurricane as a big, gigantic pizza pie, okay? And cut into 4 different slices. Now, it's this quadrant right here is this slice where we have the strongest part of a storm. Now, you take that and you see why Haiti was hit so hard. It was hit by the brunt or the strongest part of this storm. And of course, this is a place that's ill-equipped to deal with this, as the previous report just indicated. You take a look at the estimated radar here, and we're looking at some places in upper elevations where they're expected to receive over 40 inches of rain. Now, that's in the upper mountainous region. The problem is all of that rain moistening all of that land, causing mudslides to come down and literally sweep people away, possibly being drowned, unfortunately, by this mudslide action. Then, if the water from above isn't enough, then we have the storm surges. Take a look at what we're talking. We're looking at surges up to 14 to 15 feet. That's the wave heights alone. So when you're talking about the devastation of this storm and where it's hitting the weakest country that can ever deal with this, we can see that they're receiving the worst side of this. You can see the 15s and the 17s here, but 8 to 14 and occasionally a 17-foot wave height is being realized on the eastern portions of Cuba.
Paul, I know that we've got a lot of viewers on the East Coast of the United States who are wondering about this. What would you suggest to them?
Well, first and foremost, you know, that's interesting. 2 things. First of all, you can see this is going to be affecting a lot of the folks that are in the Bahamas because that impact is going to be significant. But then on top of that, take a look at the area of greatest concern. As we go into the weekend, here's what we're concerned with. 4 main areas: flooding rain, locally damaging winds. We're looking at winds. We're talking about tropical strength to possible hurricane strength winds, massive power outages, and coastal flooding. That's going to start in Miami, work its way from Thursday up to Daytona Beach, Jacksonville. As we go into Friday, that's when Matthew is expected to curve and threaten the Carolina coast. Friday, going into Saturday into North Carolina, affecting Myrtle Beach. And it's expected at least stay a Category 2, possibly re-strengthening to a Category 3 before it's all said and done. And then there's one other trick to this. Because we have a storm that's coming in from the other side, or rather coming in from the states, it could actually grab a hold of Matthew and fling him into some of the major cities on the East Coast.
Wow, a lot to watch. Paul, thanks so much for that update.